spin the shadows of forgotten attics and dusty antique shops. They wait. Porcelain faces frozen in time, glass eyes that seem to follow your every move. Some objects carry more than memories. Haunted dolls are believed to hold the spirits of the past, cursed relics, feared and often revered for their dark power. But what makes these dolls so dangerous? The legend of haunted dolls dates back centuries, where they were believed to possess spirits or carry supernatural powers. Ancient civilizations crafted dolls not just as playthings, but as vessels for the departed. In the dimly lit corners of history, these figurines took on a life of their own, becoming conduits for forces beyond our understanding. Some dolls were created with the explicit purpose of housing spirits. Shamans and mystics would imbue them with energy, believing they could communicate with the other side through these inanimate objects. Others became cursed through tragedy, witnesses to unspeakable horrors, or the last comfort of a dying child. These dolls absorbed the pain, the fear, and the longing of those who held them close. As time passed, the stories grew darker. Whispers of dolls that moved on their own, of eyes that blinked in the dead of night. Families reported strange occurrences, unexplained noises, objects shifting place, and an overwhelming sense of dread. The line between superstition and reality blurred, leaving us to question, what if these dolls aren't just objects, but vessels for something darker? Among the pantheon of haunted dolls, some names stand out, etched into the annals of paranormal lore. Annabelle, perhaps the most infamous, sits locked behind glass in the Warrens Occult Museum, a seemingly innocent Raggedy Ann doll. Annabelle's malevolent nature has been the subject of countless nightmares and Hollywood films. Then there's Robert the doll, whose mischievous actions and strange occurrences are well documented. Dressed in a sailor suit, clutching his own toy lion, Robert has been blamed for car accidents, broken bones, and divorces. Visitors to his home in Key West, Florida, must ask his permission to take photos, risk his wrath. These are just two of the many dolls that continue to haunt the living. From Japan's Okiku doll, whose hair mysteriously grows, to the island of the dolls in Mexico, where thousands of dolls hang from trees in a macabre tribute to a drowned girl. The world is filled with these unsettling artifacts. But what drives the fear surrounding these objects? Many who come into contact with haunted dolls report terrifying events that defy explanation. Dolls found in different positions than where they were left. Mysterious scratches appearing on owners' bodies, and the sensation of being watched are common occurrences. Paranormal investigators have flocked to these dolls, armed with EMF meters and night vision cameras. They capture whispers in empty rooms, orbs of light dancing around the dolls, and in some chilling cases, dolls that seem to move on their own accord. The evidence, while often disputed, adds fuel to the fire of belief in these haunted objects. Some theorize that these dolls act as portals, allowing entities from other dimensions to cross into our world. Others believe they are vessels for human spirits, trapped and unable to move on. The idea that consciousness could somehow imprint itself onto an inanimate object is a terrifying prospect. blurring the lines between life and death. But are there scientific explanations for these phenomena? Some researchers point to electromagnetic fields as a possible cause for the strange occurrences surrounding haunted dolls. High EMF levels have been known to cause feelings of unease, hallucinations, and even physical symptoms that could be mistaken for paranormal activity. Others suggest that the power of suggestion and our innate fear of the uncanny valley, the unsettling feeling we get from objects that appear almost, but not quite human, could explain our reactions to these dolls. Our minds, primed by stories and cultural beliefs, might be filling in the gaps, creating paranormal experiences where none exist. Psychologists have long studied the human tendency to anthropomorphize objects, especially those with human-like features. This could explain why we're so quick to attribute human qualities, including consciousness and malevolent intent, to these inanimate figures. Yet, for those who have experienced the terror firsthand, these explanations fall short. They speak of a palpable evil, an energy that cannot be measured by scientific instruments. The weight of centuries of belief and the power of collective fear have turned these dolls into something more than the sum of their parts. Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between, a combination of psychological factors, environmental conditions, and something yet unexplained by science. The enduring fascination with haunted dolls speaks to our need to understand the unknown, to give shape to our deepest fears. As we delve deeper into the world of haunted dolls, we must ask ourselves, what draws us to these objects? Is it the thrill of fear, the hope of glimpsing something beyond our reality, or a primal connection to the beliefs of our ancestors? The stories of haunted dolls have intrigued and terrified people for generations. They tap into our deepest fears, of the unknown, of loss of control, of the blurred line between life and death. Whether you believe in their power or dismiss them as mere superstition, there's no denying the impact these dolls have had on our collective psyche. As night falls and shadows lengthen, take a moment to look at the dolls around you. Are they really as lifeless as they seem? Or do those glass eyes hold secrets we dare not uncover? The next time you pass an antique shop or stumble upon an old doll in your attic, remember, some things are better left undisturbed. Are haunted dolls simply cursed objects, or do they hold a deeper, darker meaning? The answer may lie in the silent stares of these porcelain faces, in the whispers that echo in empty rooms, and in the stories passed down through generations. One thing is certain: the world of haunted dolls is a realm where reality and nightmare intertwine, leaving us to question everything we thought we knew about the nature of life, death, and the objects we surround ourselves